Hey everybody, welcome to Western Saints Discord, your one and only pre-show to the late night Saints. Every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cool. We're all here. Are we? Yeah. I'm a little out of it. I'm not even entirely sure. I'm not even entirely sure I'm real.
Jables, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What?
First of
You're
all,
trying to
Skull,
rip
that's
off
the
YouTubers now?
first of all, Skull, that's
Oh.
the wrong version of damn, and second of all, what are you talking about?
I had some weird sound issues that I had to fix.
Oh. Yeah, it's Rimmshee's fault.
Yeah, well, like the meter says, I don't give a fuck.
Behold my field of fucks and see that it is barren.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't
So
know.
who'd you
Hey,
try and
guys.
kill?
Alright, I guess we'll get into that. So, for those who aren't aware, I work really, really early in the morning. I leave the house typically about 2:20. And I take a main road, it's Emerson Avenue. I take that all the way to work. Now, at one point, like less than the halfway point, there's a bridge that goes over the interstate. And there's no lighting on this bridge whatsoever. It's a fairly dark bridge. So it's about 2:30 in the morning. I'm approaching the crest of this bridge, and I catch something out of the corner of my eye. And I look up into my rear view mirror, and there's a dude just standing there.
Well, how the fuck do we already have 11 viewers?
Like,
I
I couldn't make out any details. All I could see was a silhouette that I knew for a fact was a person, and he was just standing there in the center of the road. Like, judging by his position in my rear view mirror, he would have been close enough as I went by him to like touch my driver's side window as I drove past. And like as soon as that realization hit me, I just felt all the color drain out of my face. It's just like, oh Jesus. Because before I saw him in my rear view mirror, I didn't see that dude at all.
Wow.
And I know that he's not a figment of my imagination either, because there was a car coming from another direction. And when I looked in my rear view mirror again, that car was stopped at the top of the bridge, which means he was still there.
Oh, damn.
No, I didn't run him over. I almost ran him over, though, and that's what fucking scared me so bad.
You shouldn't run people over, dude.
You know, like, and I have all these questions as I'm driving in after that. It's just like, was he fucked up? Was he looking to die and just decided at the last second that my car wasn't big enough to kill him? Like, what the fuck?
No, he
You drive a car or a truck?
I drive a car. Yeah, hatchback.
Okay. Okay, too low to the ground.
You know, like my cousin who works the same store as me, like he knew immediately as soon as I walked in because I was like wide-eyed and shaky. He's just like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No, not really."
Mm.
So yeah, that
Also, by the way,
probably the
no,
single
go ahead.
worst scare I've ever had driving thus far, and fucked with me pretty bad for the rest of that day.
Yeah, that'll do it. By the way, everybody, this episode brought to you by Twisted Tea Half and Half. Hashtag not real sponsor. But it's hot as fuck outside, and this is refreshing.
Why are you doing shit like that, Jables? Make
Why
some
not?
shit. Make some shit up.
Like what?
I don't know.
This episode brought to you by Taco Bell Fire Sauce. The fortune cookies of fast food.
This episode
No.
brought to you by Taco Bell toilet paper. You know you're gonna need it.
Fuck that, man. Taco Bell toilet paper is single ply. That ain't gonna do you any good.
Nor's Taco Bell, but
And
it's
there's
still
nothing.
tasty.
Yeah. When there's nothing else, single ply is good enough.
When there's
As long
nothing
as
else,
you
I'll
use
use
hand
a
tools.
rock. I have used a rock.
I believe that.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So, we've really got nothing server related to go over.
Nah.
Shall we just move on to the fucking articles?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take this first one.
Wonder why.
There couldn't be any ulterior motives.
Oh no, there's no ulterior motives. You even have to give these guys their due every once in a while. Soldier stopped active shooter, saved countless lives by striking him with a car, police say. Oh, he didn't.
Nice.
Not,
Yeah.
you know, I would shit talk him a little bit because, you know, Marines, Army, but at least he knows his craft. He's probably a tank driver.
Yeah, there you go. That's one way to look at the bright side of life.
Did you guys see that other one where that female gate guard at the naval base like actually got shot by a guy trying to get in, but her vest saved her and she managed to close the gate on his car and shot him while he was trying to escape.
I
His
think I heard
brain
about that
just
one.
needed some air. It's all good.
Oh, that's what that's what Jeffrey Dahmer thought too. Thought they didn't
It
bring it too.
was damn good.
What the fuck is wrong
Mm.
with us? Okay, moving on.
No, absolutely nothing.
The diagnosis is still pending.
If I
Yeah,
don't
have you
know,
heard about this
nothing's
dude?
wrong
Like,
versus, we'll see.
there's actually a ton of people out there that I forget what it's called, but it's all about drilling a hole in your head to like reach enlightenment. I'll look it up later.
Okay, let's talk about a soldier. Leavenworth, Kansas. I'm assuming that's Kansas. A local police chief is calling a Fort Leavenworth soldier a hero for ending an active shooter incident Wednesday on the Centennial Bridge. The soldier, a 34-year-old man, intervened by striking the shooting suspect with his car. Leavenworth Police Chief Pat Hitchens said, "What?
That's a name.
That's a name, Pat Hitchens, Chief Pat. How? Why would you go into policing with a last name like Kitchens?
Yeah,
What?
you should be in the Navy.
No,
I
you
did not.
should
Sure, I
totally
like where
just
that
go
is.
into. He should have gone into food services. Chef Kitchens here.
Yeah, Chief and Chef are oddly close, though.
Yeah.
Maybe he's dyslexic like you, and he just got confused.
Oh yeah, it's Kiss the Chief.
Mickey Ficky has resubscribed to Tier 1. They are on 8 months now.
Mickey!
Thanks, Mickey.
Awesome, Mickey. Thank you so
Put some
much.
fat boys in that chat. I think Mickey's the only one that's subscribed right now.
Hey, we'll take what we can get.
Hey, we've got 9 subs right now.
Woo!
Cool.
That's almost as many subs as viewers.
Yeah.
One person suffered a gunshot wound during the incident. The suspect was also injured. No shit. Hitchens said the soldier may have saved countless lives through his intervention. The police chief said multiple law enforcement agencies responded to the Centennial Bridge around 11 a.m. Wednesday for reports of shots fired. The Centennial Bridge stretches across the Missouri River. God damn it, I need some scotch. River from North Leavenworth to Plate County, Missouri. The kitchen said the suspect, who has been identified as a 37-year-old Platte County man, who I'm glad they're not mentioning the name, had exited his vehicle and allegedly began firing at other vehicles. Kitchen said it does not appear the suspect had a specific target. The person was simply randomly firing at vehicles as they passed by, he said. A 30-year-old man who also is a soldier assigned to Fort Leavenworth was wounded, Kitchen said. Kitchen said 2 other vehicles were struck by bullets. When officers arrived on scene, the suspect was trapped under a vehicle. The wounded man and the suspect were taken to the hospital. Kitchen said both of them were in serious condition Wednesday afternoon, but their conditions were stable. Kitchen said the suspect is alleged to have brought at least 2 firearms, a handgun and a semi-automatic rifle, with him onto the bridge. At the time of the shooting, a crew was working on the bridge and traffic was slowed to travel across the bridge from only one direction at a time. Hitchens said that the investigation was ongoing Wednesday afternoon. He said the Leavenworth Police Department was coordinating with other agencies, including the Platte County Sheriff's Office. God damn it! I knocked something off my desk and into my lap, and now I'm all like, where am I?
Yeah, you're all fucking up, dude.
Oh yeah, I'm all goobered. I'm gonna get a scotch in a second. What? There initially had been reports that the shooting may have resulted from road rage, but Kitchens said Wednesday afternoon that police had not determined the suspect's motive. We are evaluating the person's history within the community, Kitchens said. There also had been reports of shots fired in other parts of the community, but the incident was confined to the bridge. Centennial Bridge was closed following the shooting and remained closed for several hours later. After this, I'm going to get fucking scotch. The front gate to Fort Leavenworth.
You're putting weird emphasis in strange places.
Yeah. The front gate to Fort Leavenworth also was closed after the shooting. Fort spokesman Jeff Wingo, that's a nice name, said this had been requested by police while an investigation was being conducted on the nearby bridge. Hitchens said members of the Leavenworth Police Department may be in a position to present evidence to prosecutors Thursday.
Cool.
Sketch time.
Good job, good guy.
I mean,
you hit him with your car, but you got your car on top of him and then just stopped.
Oh no, I'm just gonna trap him with my tire.
Yeah.
Like, repeatedly start honking the horn. Stop resisting!
Oh, you know what I just noticed sitting back down? I don't know what this picture is of. I don't know what bridge this picture is of, but there's 4 American flags and a United States Marine Corps flag being marched across a bridge.
Okay, like, so obviously it's a good thing that like nothing extremely tragic happened, but like I think that's mainly because our active shooter here is
A dunce.
I can't use the R word anymore, or so like mentally
Dunce.
deficient.
Oh, that's a
He's a flugel
that was a walk for Memorial Day.
Yeah. No, I'm just finding that funny. Let's talk
It's
about
like,
the
yeah,
army. By the way,
I'm gonna get out of my car on a bridge to engage in my rampage. There's no possibility that someone's gonna run me over.
why would anyone run me over?
Like either through intention or just sheer panic. This is very poorly planned.
Yeah, most mass shootings are. Not all, but most.
Yeah, but that's a whole other subject that we probably don't want to get into.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
we've
going to
done
get
about-
into the gun aspect of this as much as I would like to, because we realize not everyone is all that interested in that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fire truck very slowly approaching with its sirens on.
Guy wanted to be a dickhead and we got plowed for it.
Well, I don't hear
Good stuff.
anything of your
Almost there.
sirens because, you
No,
know,
hold on. There it is.
no, didn't hear anything. Even before you muted, didn't hear a damn thing.
All right. Cool.
I heard a very brief noise, but that was about it.
Yeah, let's talk about some good news.
Who's picking up this article?
Jable is.
I know. I got some things to say.
Right.
Krasinski defends selling some good news after fans call him a sellout. Rightfully so. Fans slammed John Krasinski for selling out and cashing in on some good news. John Krasinski sells some good news to Viacom CBS. The Office cast reunites on Zoom for special wedding. John Krasinski hosts $3 million potluck feast with Guy Fieri, Martha Stewart. John Krasinski didn't sell out, he says. He just sold a TV show concept to a billion-dollar company. That is...
Hold on, let me check my thesaurus here. Under synonyms, sellout. Interesting.
Weird. The actor/director, 40, took heat on social media last week after fans discovered that his feel-good YouTube show, Some Good News, had been sold to Viacom CBS for an undisclosed sum of money. It was reported that the network giant won the brand after a heated bidding war. Remember when he created this free feel-good YouTube show to make people feel good? And now he is selling it for money? Really cool, 100% honorable, tweeted entertainment writer Lindsay Weber on May 21st. Crab, there's nothing inherently wrong with selling out. It's more about what the whole premise of the show was to begin with and what he built it as, and now it's just going to be corporate garbage.
Yeah.
That's where the problem is. Now, Krasinski is speaking out on former The Office co-star Rainn Wilson's Instagram live show. Hey there, human. The A Quiet Place director revealed that he had never intended to continue the show beyond 8 episodes.
The entire premise of that movie is shit,
was
by the
more
way.
work than it may have seemed. Huh?
I said the entire premise of that movie is shit, by the way.
Oh, A Quiet Place?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Fuck that movie. It's stupid.
I haven't seen it, so. I was only planning on doing 8 of them during quarantine, he told Wilson54 in the Wednesday interview. I have these other things that I'm going to be having to do very soon, like Jack Ryan. More than that, writing, directing, and producing. All those things with a couple of my friends was so much. Okay. So don't sell it.
End it.
Keep the rights to it. Just end it. Some Good News released 14 videos with last week's finale episode bringing in 2.7 million views on YouTube. Since the first installment just 2 months ago, the program has garnered nearly 1 million followers on Instagram and 2.58 million subscribers on YouTube, with between 2 million and 17 million tuning in for each show. I knew that it wouldn't be sustainable with my prior commitments, he continued. I would love to keep doing the show from my office forever, but it wasn't sustainable. Okay, here's the thing. You were doing it once a week. During quarantine, very doable. That's fine. I understand that doing it once a week is not doable anymore. Do it once a month.
Or twice a month, or something simple like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could structure this.
Yeah, if you did it once a month, people would be like, oh, it's the first! It's time for some good news! Or you do it on the 30th or the 31st of every month.
Yeah, you could do this month in good news.
Yeah.
Some good news. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Doesn't have to be long. Just cheer people up a little bit. Just treat it as like a little hobby of yours. You don't have to do like all these big, grandiose displays that you have been doing where you had a fucking wedding or with the entire cast of The Office or, bringing in the entire cast of Hamilton or anything like that. You don't have to do all these grandiose things. Just tell us some good news.
I mean,
It's
they're
a
cool and all,
super,
but they're kind of too gimmicky.
yeah, it was cute.
Cute, but it's not sustainable. And long term, it's one of those things where it's just gonna be like, oh yeah, what's the big twist thing this time?
Yeah.
What's the big twist? Okay, it's just that. Okay, I've watched 2 minutes. Cool.
The filmmaker assured his fans, however, that his wholesome, lighthearted spin would be imprinted on the rebooted series, as he aims to be involved with the creative process in some capacity going forward. So hardly any. We have a lot of really fun stuff planned, and I can't wait to dig in, he said. I'm going to be a part of it whenever I can, so you're not. And I'm going to host a couple episodes and bring on a different community of people we're really, really excited about. Okay, so people that get past the gatekeepers. Cool. Exactly how much Krasinski and his team profited off the sale of the program has yet to be reported. He went on to say that the show is providing him with a lot of emotional fulfillment at a time when he and many others needed it. I've received the most amazingly kind notes about how much that show meant to everyone, but the truth is, it meant no more to anyone than me. Said, that's probably the most emotionally fulfilled I've ever been in my entire life. That's why I'm selling it. Oh, sorry, he didn't say that, but yeah. I liked it. I like that you were just doing it from your office. I liked that your daughters made the sign. It didn't look great, and that was perfect.
Didn't look great, but that was important.
Yeah, because it was real.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't the new people that you're going to bring on to host the show after you're done hosting your couple episodes. They're going to be not as into it.
They're going to be stale.
Yeah. Part of the fun is that you wanted to do this. Those people are going to be here because they kind of want to do it, and then eventually they're just going to be there for a check.
Well, they might start out in that position.
Yeah. They just might be good presenters that went to broadcasting school or something. I mean,
it is what it is.
Should have played that spot.
Yeah.
Huh?
You and I should apply for that.
Yeah, why the fuck not? It's not like we're gonna get it, but why the fuck not?
Yeah, I think we'd be perfect for that. We could present the news.
Yeah, Sad Roy's or some shit if you think we would be halfway decent. Also put Sad Roy's in there if you think we'd be the worst possibility.
Yeah, do Sad Roy's. Do whatever.
I could be the guy that just does the opinion pieces in the background.
Gripes about almost hitting a guy.
Just have you like behind a glass behind us doing the opinion piece, but it's not actually being recorded. People just see you talking to a camera.
Not talking. Let's be honest. Popping vein out of the neck, him screaming at the camera.
Yeah. Or Rimshee and I are just sitting there presenting some good news that somebody else finds for us.
I think you have me confused.
Sounds real difficult. Yeah. Man, Rimshee, we should totally apply for this because we won't have to find news articles anymore. There's going to, now that it's bought up by a fucking company, people will find the articles for us.
Yeah.
But
then we'll be public figures, and that does not. I don't know. Who wants to be a public figure?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of us finding news articles, in the Discord, there's this cool place called News Suggestions. If you guys find anything, that'd be great.
Yeah, start dropping links, you lazy bastards.
Yeah.
The only person that regularly drops links is Crab, and all he drops is fucking political shit, so we can't use it anyway.
Oh, he doesn't always drop political shit. There's one that we're doing that he dropped. That one's for you.
Thanks.
My man.
Big.
Is that the one that's next?
No, it's not the one that's next. It's
okay. I know which one it is. I know which one it is. Yeah. I knew as soon as I fucking saw it. But I will take the next article.
Yeah, go for it. This one's fun.
Coming to us from the Independent. As soon as it fucking loads.
This is why I post things ahead of time.
Hospital angrily denies snake discovered in operating theater, insisting there was only a monkey. There are several questions that I have. A hospital in Trinidad and Tobago has admitted a monkey was discovered inside the building, but angrily denied a snake was with it too. I mean, when you're admitting to the monkey is just...
Why was there a monkey in the operating room?
The simian was reportedly spotted in Port of Spain General Hospital's operating theater early on Friday by medical staff, who were preparing to resume elective surgeries following a 3-month interruption due to coronavirus. What, did someone leave the fucking doors open? Is there a window in the operating room? How the fuck did the monkey get in the operating room?
It is Trinidad.
I mean, true, but... The incident caused an hours-long delay in operations, with zoo workers called in to capture the animal, according to the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian. In a statement, the region's health authority said it was aware of 2 posts circulating on social media. One which was captioned "Monkey and Big Snake" was found at the poorest of Spain General Hospital yesterday. Another featured a video clip of a monkey clambering around on a shelf. The statement, reported by The Guardian on Saturday, reads, "The authority categorically denies a snake was found on the hospital's compound, and any information suggesting the same is false, misleading, and malicious." Really? Really?
Oh, by the way, guys, something going on in the chat. You guys don't have to read the articles. We don't. Just find interesting headlines. Just paste.
Yeah, if you see something that you're reading through and you're like, oh, this is interesting, feel free to share that. However, if you just see like, oh, this one, hospital angrily denies snake discovered in operating theater, insists there was only a monkey. I'm not going to read any further. That's cool to share too.
It's just like, what the fuck is that? You're like, that headline alone immediately draws your attention in. It's like, okay, I have to figure out what the fuck this is.
The most I'll read of any articles that we do is I might read the first paragraph to see if there's some sort of weird twist. But if I read farther than that, I don't pick it.
The incident is currently being reviewed in an effort to implement appropriate measures to prevent a recurrence. Lock the fucking door!
It's just a cute little monkey, though.
The Northwest Regional Health Authority has been contacted for comment. Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a thing that's happening. Imagine you're being wheeled in for fucking surgery, and there's just a fucking monkey sitting up in the rafters staring at you.
Can the monkey come hang out with me while I get put under anesthesia? Because that'd be cool.
No, the monkey's there once you're
with the surgeon in the break room.
The monkey's there once you start experiencing the anesthesia, but before you actually pass out.
Ah, so I don't know if it's real or
exactly.
I like it. Classy.
Psychological manipulation.
Ooh. Okay, monkeys.
I used to loosen up all the doorknobs in my apartment when my roommate would be tripping balls on acid. So all the doorknobs would just fall off when he tried to open doors. It was the funniest shit.
Speaking of loosening up.
Go for it.
Okay, I guess I have to now. Put up by you motherfuckers for it, but I guess if you ain't brave enough.
You volunteered.
I don't think he did. He was just doing a segue.
Yeah, I was just doing a segue, Rimshee.
Well, fine, then I'll take it. Man arrested for sexually assaulting ponies in Delaware, police say. Wilmington, Delaware.
From Philadelphia.
Oh. Wilmington, Delaware. After a lengthy investigation, police in Delaware have arrested a man who allegedly sexually abused ponies, according to Newcastle County Police. Police say
I knew that show was a fucking mistake.
What show?
Y2K&W's got the idea.
Police say their investigation began in February after multiple ponies were injured at Newcastle County Carousel Park and Equestrian Center in Delaware. Holy fuck, this is so much easier with alcohol.
Yeah.
During one incident, police say a 17-year-old black and white mare was found to be injured and had difficulty breathing. During a later... Jesus. Underage, too.
Well, I don't know what the age of consent is in Delaware.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna assume it's underaged.
I'm gonna look it up just for
Yes, just
just to
for
get
shits
and
and giggles.
it's Delaware is a weird one.
Huh. That means it's either
It's
16 or 21.
no, it's 16 for women, but it's 18 for men.
Double standard much.
Oh,
Fuck,
okay.
Texas.
So it was. What? I guess the theory behind that is women are more mature. They mature sooner.
I was speculating in my own head that it might be involved with Catholic sex abuse, but
Yeah, I don't know. Have you ever tried to date a woman under the age of 25?
Yes. When I started dating Miss Rimshee, she was under the age of 25.
Yeah, but she's better now.
Barely.
you might want to
Literally.
be careful the next time you head down there, Shales.
Literally 10 days later, or no, 6 days later, she turned 25.
Yeah, that's fine. Within a come on, within a week, that's close enough.
Am I wrong, dear? Yeah, yeah.
Like 6 days or whatever it was.
N-
But like, yeah.
So, depending on if you go by when we made out or when we actually started dating, either she turned 25 after or before. Anyway. So let's see. White mare. Okay. During a later date, a 20-year-old mare was found with a cord tied around its rear legs, police say.
Oh, I thought you said mayor for a second. I was like, damn, they got the
Mare.
mayor too.
No, the mayor was hogtied.
Okay.
Um, Video captured the suspect wearing a dark jacket during some of the assaults, but police say they were unable to identify him. Police say on April 20th, a 31-year-old brown mare was found to be sexually assaulted due to clothing covering on the clothing covering on the suspect's face. Officers were still unable to identify him. After enhancing the electronic surveillance equipment, police were able to make an arrest. So they upgraded and they did a better job. Got it. Michael Riego, 31, was allegedly observed tying up the rear legs of a pony around midnight on May 21st. Upon arrival, police found Riego hiding in the corner of the stall and taken into custody. Riego is being charged with 2 counts of bestiality and 2 counts of burglary. The investigation is still ongoing and additional charges are anticipated. All of the ponies were treated by an equine veterinarian and have resumed normal daily activities.
But the
Is he
message
being
drives
charged with burglary because he stole their innocence?
Damn, that was bad.
No, that was quality. Get the fuck out of here, Scooter.
You motherfucker. Masked horsebucker strikes again.
All right. Well, this guy's an idiot.
Well, yeah, since we've been talking about horses, sometimes horses bite, which is, I'm surprised it's not the same dude.
Wait,
Um,
why'd you get? What the fuck was the 5-gallon pail for? Was he really short?
did he think it was a cow? Oh,
A master
like that dude that chased around a giraffe with a ladder. I get it.
Let's just clarify. Like I figure like when you said like the 5 gallon pail, I was like, oh, he's gonna stand on it. I was just making sure. Make sure we're in the same ballpark here.
Pretty sure that's why this guy went
That's
after ponies. They're
That's
they're
minimum
right about
growth
the same.
image.
They're right about the right height. God, that's bad. All right. U.S. man grows finger after horse bite. Sorry, grows new finger. 33-year-old. This is actually a really cool thing in like medical science. So, yeah. 33-year-old man in U.S. has undergone a miraculous medical procedure to grow back his index finger, which was chomped down by an overzealous horse while he was feeding the animal. Paul Halpern from Florida managed to save the severed digit and make it to the hospital, but doctors told him there was nothing they could do. Halpern then visited Dr. Eugenio Rodriguez, a Deerfield Beach general surgeon who used an innovative procedure called xenograft implantation to regenerate the finger. Xenograft refers to the transplantation of cells from one species to another. Rodriguez created a scaffold of Halpern's missing finger using tissue from a pig bladder and attached it to the severed portion. The finger grew into the mold, generating new bone and soft tissue and a new fingernail. According to CBS Miami, Halpern had to apply pulverized pig bladder tissue to his wounded finger each day to cover it with the protective saline sheet. Rodriguez said the power stimulates stem cells in the finger to regenerate, which causes the growth. So that's cool.
That is
That's rad as
honestly
fuck,
really
man.
cool.
Yeah, the fact that like the bone is growing back and fingernails are growing back and everything, like literally remaking the finger. That's dope.
I mean, he even has a new fucking fingernail.
Yeah.
That's really fucking cool.
We're getting closer and closer, you guys.
We're not there yet.
No, it's fun.
Don't bet money on it taking too long.
We'll be
Yeah,
legitimately regrowing limbs before you know it.
yeah.
And we didn't need any salty cabbage water to do it.
Yeah, it turns out pig's
I
bladder is
couldn't
what
help
you
it.
need. Oh no, not crap. Not just cells from a pig.
Cells from a pig's
Yeah.
bladder. And Skull's freaking out because of the
Literally,
finger on screen.
yeah. Literally mashed up pig's bladder.
Now I got people in the chat doing it. God damn you, Jables.
What?
Fucking son of a bitch.
What's wrong, dude?
We know his mom is not a bitch.
Yeah. She's a sweet lady.
I'm trying to have my dough.
Oh no.
You hate anything with nails
I'm
and
just-
bones, Skull? Does that mean you hate humans in general? Because they have both nails and bones.
Do you hate wooden benches? Because those have nails. Maybe not bones, but nails.
Why would you call yourself Skull Maggot? Skulls are bones.
Skull is a bone. And your name implies maggots just eating away the flesh on a skull.
Maggots are in the brain, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't disagree, Crab. It is easy to hate humans.
Yeah, I will not disagree with that sentiment.
So, Rimshee, I think you'd like to take this one. Because this one sounds like a great sketch.
Nursing home workers arrested for running elderly fight club between dementia patients. No, you're getting paused because you're a piece of shit. All right.
Yeah.
3 North Carolina caretakers were arrested and charged with assaulting an individual with a disability after they were found running an elderly fight club between their patients with dementia, BuzzFeed News reports. I mean, it's not a bad crime to do because it's pretty easy to get away with. Your victims won't even remember it happened. 20-year-old
and even if they do remember, people will just think it's their dementia.
Yep. 20-year-old Tonica Yvonne Tyson, 26-year-old Tanisha. 26-year-old Tanisha.
No, it's Tanisha.
Tanisha.
That sounds like a bitch too.
Jordan. No. Why are all of these names 3 names long?
I was going to say something potentially questionable, but I'm going to sit on it.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm pretty sure Scooter and I were thinking the same exact thing.
Oh, I'm thinking the same thing too, but we're not going to go there.
Rimshee, you're black. You can say it.
Yeah, we're not going there. And 32-year-old Marilyn Letitia McKay all worked at the Danby House, an assisted living facility for patients with Alzheimer's. In June, Winston-Salem, I'm thinking that's a name. No, it's Winston-Salem. God damn it! Police received reports of the fights being staged in the care facility. Videos obtained by police showed the 3 women egging on fights between their patients. One video showed 2 patients, aged 70 and 73 respectively, fighting while employees encouraged one of the patients to punch the other in the face. In that same video, an employee can be heard asking for the video. No injuries were reported from any of the fights. Danby House has been barred from accepting new patients by the state's Department of Health and Human Services. It released a statement to a local Fox affiliate saying that it was unaware of the fights and that all 3 women had been fired. Danby House has a zero tolerance policy for the mistreatment of those in our care. And as such, McKay, Tyson, and Jordan were terminated terminated immediately in June when community management was alerted to this situation. Administrators have been working closely with the Winston-Salem Police Department throughout this investigation to ensure justice is served, it said. Additionally, staff training and a more rigorous vetting process for all new and existing employees at Danbury House has been implemented. And that's the end of the article.
Yeah. So, Y2K and W brought up a good point. If you're gonna do this, you have to give them cool fight nicknames, and you have to announce it like a wrestling match. That's or a boxing. But you have to properly announce it if you're gonna do shit like this.
Yeah. I mean, all jokes aside, though, like, this is pretty fucking repugnant.
Yeah.
You know, just
that dude that just beat the shit out of the old guy that was found earlier this week.
Dementia races are different.
Just like using your position. Yeah, like, but using your position and your status as an employee to, you know, basically take advantage of those who can't protect themselves for your own amusement. That's pretty fucked.
That's fair.
Especially when it could cause them physical harm, and is almost certainly intended to.
Are you saying that this is the equivalent to starting a dog fighting ring in a pound?
No. That's a little bit more egregious.
I didn't hear Scooter deny it. I think that's exactly what he's saying.
Oh, he's still not denying it, so what's your point?
It doesn't matter what the fuck I say at this point.
Yeah, because now you're just going to be denying it because you were called out.
What? The fuck did you just say to me?
Yeah, I called you out.
On what?
You're a terrible person. You equivocated the making elderly people fight to dogs fighting in a pound, like starting a dog fighting ring in a pound. Yeah,
that's what you said.
What? No, that's what you implied.
No, Scooter did not organize dog fights. We're not claiming that.
I never played for the Philadelphia Eagles.
I gotta say, I really like this software because I can hit my the head of a screwdriver against a metal cup right next to my mic while I'm talking, and it doesn't come through.
And I can hear it.
Oh yeah, you guys can hear it, but no one in the audience can.
Ah.
Dick.
All right.
You say
what is it this time, Jables?
No, nothing. I changed my mind.
No, you didn't.
Well,
the time's passed.
Fine.
We're doing this next because of fucking course we are.
Yep, let's do it, Scooter.
Rimshee?
Do it, Scooter.
Don't fucking test right now. Coming to us from The Guardian.
The Guardian?
Man acquitted of entering a home with a weapon.
No, that's not the next one. The next one.
Yeah, there's the secret one that doesn't have a preview.
I guess Jables is reading it.
Yeah, if you look right above the Guardian one, there's a little link right there. It doesn't give you like a preview.
Oh.
You've been got. But that one's up next, so I'm glad you have it up. Mortified and angry.
You're not going to get accused of fucking reading it before you even start.
What?
Way to fuck up the way the show's run, Jables.
I'm sorry, you should pay attention to how links work.
It's all Jables' fault.
Mortified and angry, hackers play porn during virtual Dreher High graduation meeting.
So
what conference intended for?
What porn did they play?
I hope they tell us.
I hope it's off E-fucked.
I agree, Liz. It is always Jables' fault.
Yeah, chances are at least like 99% of them are over 18, so it's perfect. Yeah. A web conference intended for roughly 300 graduating seniors at Dreher High School and their parents Friday was hijacked by a hacker who displayed a pornographic video. And by hacker, I mean they found the link to the Zoom call. Richland 1 Superintendent Craig Witherspoon issued the following statement when contacted by the newspaper Tuesday. The incident that happened during Trevor's virtual meeting with a group of seniors was unfortunate and disturbing. We are investigating the internet and reviewing our protocols and procedures for virtual communications with students.
Wait, did he legitimately say that they are investigating the internet?
No, incident.
Incident. Well, you said
Yes,
internet.
they're investigating the fucking internet.
That would be
Did I-
fucking great if he did say that, though.
We're investigating the internet because we don't know how links to Zoom or Google Hangouts work.
We don't understand what this newfangled internet thing is. So we've got a commission that's going to write a 4,500-page report, front and back, using handwritten letters to figure it out.
Because this is a public school system, we decided to use a communication service that nobody has ever fucking heard of before.
We are still waiting on the results to find out what these Maymays are.
I'm still pissed about the whole Zoom thing. Like, you have to download a program in order to use it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
fuck that.
fucking dumb. It's not like Rabbit, which for those of you who were part of the Saints server back in the day, it's what we constantly use to watch e-fucked videos and movies together.
Yeah. Well, Discord fixed that. They have the live feature now, so you can do the same things that we used to do with Rabbit.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I'm saying
But
it's what we used to use.
Yeah. The downside is Rabbit had this cool little built-in browser to it. So you were pretty much using a VPN. And you could just search things through the built-in browser, through the shared browser, and their own blockers for the website would block all sorts of shit if you were going to shady sites.
Mhm.
And you couldn't download anything because it's the website's browser. It was weird. I don't know. I miss it. Rabbit, come
Yeah.
back. I love you.
It was fantastic. You didn't need an account to watch. Only a person who created the room.
Unless somebody locked the room, then you needed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rabbit's been gone for maybe 2 years.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah. All right.
Because someone bought it out and closed it down like a bitch. That's why, Dina.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah, for a while we were using just a cheat because the go live feature wasn't fully active yet in Discord, but there were little secret workarounds to actually screen share and share stuff through it.
It's a pain in the dick.
Was a pain in the dick, but kind of worth it.
At least it was something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now you can just go live. It's fine. Let's see. About 40 students were on the call during the time of the incident, according to Karen York.
It's for 300 graduates, but only 40 people were there.
Yeah. Dreher High officials apparently shared a meeting code last week with seniors and parents so they could join Friday's WebEx conference call to help plan the Columbia School's upcoming graduation.
Fuck is WebEx?
During the virtual meeting, the principal was booted out and replaced by a user who locked the meeting and showed a pornographic video, according to a parent who was on the call. As you might imagine, I'm both mortified and angry, wrote Dreher Principal Kevin Hassinger in an email to families. It was probably such vanilla porn. I'm not even
Do you remember when that shit happened to like me, you, Ward, and I can't remember who else was there?
While watching the B movie?
No, we were doing a fucking stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And we got
I
fucking
was doing
kicked
my
out.
late
We
night.
got kicked out by some asshole and he put porn on.
Yeah, I was doing one of my late night drug streams.
He was trying to get your fucking channel shut down, miserable cocksucker.
Oh, whatever. All right. I sincerely apologize to anyone exposed to the inappropriateness displayed by that individual. I also wrote, I will be sharing the recording with local law enforcement and will be contacting Cisco Systems. And if it is determined that this had something to do with one of our students, I will expel without thinking twice. If graduating this year, they will not walk in our ceremony and the diploma will be held. Again, you have my sincere apology if you or your child were exposed to any vulgarity.
I see, like, the thing is, like, Danny, you'd think it would be fun, but it usually tends to be depressing and sad.
Uh, nah, sometimes they were fun sometimes.
Yeah, most of the time they were.
They're still up. You can check them out if you want.
I mean, obviously it's more coherent than that.
Not by
Yeah.
much.
Oh, come on. A little better.
Hey, I was on a couple of them, and I immediately raise the intelligence of any room that I go in.
Yeah.
Not this room.
Well, I can't help your deficiencies, Rimshee. I'm good, but I'm not a fucking miracle worker.
No one is.
Yeah, I'm just. Also, another thing, like, it was the students that were graduating and their parents. For one thing, these students all grew up with the internet their entire lives. They were born in like 2002, maybe 2001.
Yeah.
Um, they've seen some fucked up shit already. I guarantee it.
E-fucked is a thing.
Yeah, even like before eFuck, as a kid, one of the first porns I saw
Something rotten.com.
might have been on Rotten.com. I don't remember how I found it. It was a dude shoving his like head, like where your hair grows, top of your head, into a vagina. I was like, what the fuck is that? So if I just stumbled across that in just the beginning of the internet picking up, can't imagine what these kids have seen.
Yeah, I remember rotten.com.
Well,
Rotten.com
shit,
is
man. Like,
fucking
we
weird.
had like CG animations of dragons fucking cars in our Discord server. You
Yeah,
think some vanilla porn even compares to the fucked up shit that goes on in the not safe for work section?
Well, that depends on what you call vanilla, because vanilla for that section is what you just described.
yeah,
I know. I mean, like, whatever would have been put on in this fucking meeting compared to that.
yeah. It was probably, if anything, it was for like more shock value. So it was probably a lot of just the chick making super loud, annoying noises,
Mm-hmm.
and then the dude going, yeah, yeah. I know I clip, but I don't have a soundboard.
Yeah, you don't.
Work on that. Okay. Um, Passing air notified the school Oh, also, if a kid was involved, maybe somebody accidentally forwarded the wrong email, and they got your fucking Zoom link somehow. Maybe students involved. I don't see any way that you can find out just because you are sending the recording.
We're talking about boomers, man.
Yeah. Yes. Hassinger notified a school resource officer Monday, 3 days after the web conference, according to Richland One. The district's security and IT departments were notified on Friday, according to Witherspoon. The resource officer intends to file an incident report, according to Columbia Police spokeswoman Jennifer Timmons, adding that the department's Special Victims Unit was not yet aware of the incident. Special Victims Unit?
Fuck! Seriously?
It's a graduation meeting. I'm like, maybe there was a kid there that was 17.
I was 17 when I graduated.
It's like, oh, fucking somebody hacked our thing and showed porn. We gotta get the fucking sex crimes unit involved.
Yeah.
Because that's not a waste of their fucking time.
I guarantee you, whatever cop is on this job is there. Why the fuck did they give this to me?
It's a fucking.
Oh yeah, that rapist I let get away. God damn it!
Wait, hold on. State law requires educators to report such crimes involving minors to law enforcement, but it does not specify how quickly it must be done. How is this
a crime?
It's a. Well, I mean, you're showing sexually explicit material to
Potentially minors.
Yeah. But did it involve minor? They weren't specific about that.
I think we can assume they're thinking that it involved minors. We don't know the age of these kids. We only teach them how to trust the government.
Yeah. And like I said before, these kids grew up with the internet. They've seen porn.
Guaranteed.
There's in a group of 40 people, I'm gonna guess at least 10 of those people have sat through the Pain Olympics.
There is a 0% chance that they've never seen any form of porn.
Yeah. I accidentally see porn on Twitter.
Shit.
I accidentally see porn all the time.
Yeah, sometimes I type in PO and all of a sudden Pornhub comes up. It's the weirdest fucking thing.
I pulled up a picture of Bailey J once, and I had it so that you couldn't see below the waist, and I was showing it to one of my coworkers just to mess with him. I'm like, you think she's hot? You think she's hot? Scroll down.
Yeah. Bailey, oh man, I used to have this.
Incidentally shit.
What? Yeah, there's Bailey J, and then there's what's his name, Angel?
We're not talking about Angel again.
No, different Angel. Like, hold on.
I'm not holding on to nothing.
Hold on.
No.
Bucking. I used to have this image of Bailey J and Buck Angel next to each other with their, the bottoms were kind of hidden until you scroll down. And I used to show that to people as like, don't you wish men were men and women were women? And then scroll down. Bailey J has a dick. Buck Angel has a vagina. The funniest fucking thing.
I mean, if you can mess with people, I'm not gonna say don't do it because I have.
Yeah.
Just don't try and do that to me and think I'll care. The only thing that'll annoy me is if it's the laziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, like I remember back to the whole these kids seeing porn already. I remember when my buddy Mario got a PSP, and then he discovered that there was an internet browser on there. He's like, "Yeah, my parents don't know about this, so they can't search this history."
Yeah, that's why I learned how to delete internet history as a kid.
Mhm. Oh no, my parents were smarter than that. They would go into because your computer like logs every image that you see on the
Yeah,
internet.
in the cache.
Yeah. Uh,
Pro tip.
my parents would dig
y-
through that. I learned how to delete that too eventually. And
Pro
then
tip,
if I did something-
don't just have your designated history deleter delete your internet browsing history. Make sure they delete the cache too.
yeah. Oh no, because I deleted everything one time, and my parents were like, "What were you looking at?" I don't know what you're talking about. I was just clearing up space, and so they got super suspicious. And so then at the ends of my sessions, I would try to make sure to open as few windows as possible, and then I would just selectively delete everything that I was looking at, like, instead of
Yeah,
just
that's what
clearing
I
it.
do. Or that's what I used to do, I should say. Anyway, continue reading, Jables.
The web conference system is the same as the one school board uses for its online meetings, though it has rules on the number of attendees according to the district. Yeah, they use Zoom.
What you deserve.
What do you mean I get what I deserve?
No, I was talking about the fucking school in question.
You do too, to be fair, Jables. But that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, that was the end of the article.
No, it's not.
Crap, I couldn't be honest with my super religious mom. I'd get grounded and not be able to use the computer. I was a teenager.
You don't want to know, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen a few things. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, no, crap. I had blocks on the computer and everything. I couldn't just be honest with my parents about looking at porn. Because I'd like to go outside every once in a while to ride a bike. Maybe. Even though it was a small town.
All right, let's move on to Scooter's article.
Okay, so we had a brief preview of this earlier before we went on to whatever fucking tangent that was. Once again, coming to us from The Guardian. Man acquitted of entering a home with a weapon after successful sex fantasy defense. Terrence Leroy found not guilty after proving that he was hired by another man to tie him up given the wrong address. Two men hired to carry out.
What? All I read was the actual headline. I didn't go any farther than that. This is even weirder than I expected.
Strap in, it only gets weirder from here.
No, I'm not gonna strap in.
Oh yeah, I forgot
More
you
like
prefer to
crap
be
on.
strapped on. Fuck you, Rimshee. Two men hired to carry out a stranger's sexual fantasy of being tied up while clad in his underpants went to the wrong rural New South Wales address with machetes, but politely left after realizing their mistake. One of the Sydney men, Terrence Leroy, has now been found not guilty in the New South Wales District Court of entering the home in July 2019 intending to intimidate while armed with an offensive weapon. Intending to intimidate while armed with an offensive weapon. Okay. Describing the facts of the case as unusual, Judge Sean Grant said the Crown had not excluded the reasonable possibility that Leroy entered the house as part of a plan to carry out a sexual fantasy. A lawful plan to carry out a sexual fantasy. I would love to see Australia's fucking laws, man.
Yeah.
They carried the machetes either as a prop or something to use in that fantasy, the judge said in his published reasons for the acquittal earlier this month. The fantasy was unscripted and there was a discretion as to how it would be carried out. According to statements tendered at the brief judge-alone trial, a man living in western New South Wales near Griffith wanted to be tied up and have a broom handle rubbed around his underwear. I don't think I would have fully admitted to all the details, man, just saying.
Yeah.
He was willing to pay $5,000 if it was really good, the judge said. The would-be client had a history of proclivity for engaging the services of people, a police officer said. After making arrangements with a man on Facebook for people to engage in the roleplay, he sent his address, which he later updated after moving to another home. But on July 14th, a resident living in the same street as the first address noticed some lights coming from his lounge room when he got up to go to the toilet. Assuming it was a
update, that sucks. I'm sorry, dude.
Assuming it was a friend who came daily to make a coffee, he yelled out, "Bugger off, it's too early."
Okay, this is reading like a satire. It's not, but it is. It's reading
After hearing a voice ask if his name was that of the intended client, the resident turned on his bedside light, took off his sleep apnea mask, and saw two men standing next to his bed. They carried machetes pointed down towards the ground. They started to leave after they told him his name, which was not that of the intended client. One man apologized, saying, "Sorry, mate," and shook the resident's hand, while the other said, "Bye," before they drove off. The resident then contacted the police. It's like, this is the most pleasant breaking and entering I've ever experienced. Oh, come on. When the men and their driver arrived at the correct address, the would-be customer noticed one had a great big knife in his pants, which he put in the car after being told not to bring it inside. You wrote that on purpose, didn't you? They had coffee, and the client made bacon, eggs, and noodles before Leroy fell asleep on the couch. Police turned up soon after and found the machetes in the car. The judge said the Crown had proved Leroy was one of the men who entered the first house with a machete, but had not proved that his intention had been to intimidate. Leroy's barrister successfully submitted the entry was for a non-criminal purpose. It was a commercial agreement to tie up and stroke a semi-naked man in his underpants with a broom, the lawyer said. I love that he had to fucking specify.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
We don't have much time, but I kind of want to read this CanSan article.
We have time. When did you check Discord?
Oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and read this one.
Are you gonna be a
CanSan, who wanted a sword fight with ex-wife, deemed not crazy. A court-ordered psychological evaluation determined David Ostrom is not insane, but merely angry over their child custody arrangement. Harlan, Iowa. A Kansas man who sought legal permission in Iowa to engage in a sword fight with his ex-wife is not insane, but merely angry over their child custody arrangement, according to a psychological evaluation. David Ostrom of Paola, Kansas, asked in a June 3rd court filing to be allowed to fight his former wife, Bridget Ostrom, of Harlan, Iowa, and her attorney, Matthew Hudson, so that he can rend their souls from their bodies.
I've heard this story before.
The Ostroms have been embroiled in disputes over custody and visitation issues and property tax payments. An Iowa judge responded by temporarily suspending David Ostrom's child visitation and ordering an evaluation. It found he is not troubled, but has adjustment disorder with mild emotional features, Ostrom told the Des Moines Register. It essentially says I'm not crazy. I just don't like being denied access to my children, he said.
You know what? I fully support this man's efforts to reenact Highlander with his wife and his wife's lawyer.
I'm
tired of this shit. Can we just fight it out?
Ostrom has asked the court to pay psychological Ostrom has asked the court to order psychological evaluations of his ex-wife and her attorney, according to a motion he filed Friday. Ostrom, who is representing himself in court, also filed a second motion Friday asking for parenting time with his children, and that he be reimbursed $4,765 in legal fees and $2,200 for psychological evaluation. The motion also seeks $255,000 for emotional damages.
Damn, getting expensive here.
Neither Bridget Ostrom nor her attorney responded to the Register's request for comment. David Ostrom had previously told the Register that he filed his trial by combat motion to get media attention for his case.
Well, sir, you have succeeded.
I can't say that he's actually crazy because he's been checked.
It worked.
Worked too, that's the other thing. Whoa. I mean, if you were in a long embattled custody dispute with your ex-wife, would you choose trial by combat?
Yeah. Well, it depends. Like, I implore everybody to look up weird laws for their state because there's a lot of states that have laws on the books that just they don't do anymore.
Yeah, like they're still there, but most people don't even remember them or why they were implemented to begin with.
Yeah, like I remember like 10 years ago, there was a law in Washington state that once you're released from prison, you're given a horse and $500. And these two dudes that were getting released roughly the same time, they committed the same crime. They got a lawyer and they were like, "Hey, we found this out. this is still on the books. And they ended up getting a horse and $500 when they were released from prison because they didn't change it. Know your rights. That's what I'm getting at here.
Now the question is how does the visitation rights work with that horse?
Oh no, you get it upon release.
I know, but if they got the horse, like, do they share the horse?
No, they each get a horse and $500.
Ah,
Yeah.
I was going to say that might lead to its own custody battle.
Especially
No,
if one of them is Michael Riego.
Yeah.
Nice callback. At least it would be a nice callback, but he likes his on the shorter side.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot easier.
I'm going to hell for that.
Oh, wait. Was he trying to make little midget centaurs?
No. Dwarven centaurs.
What the fuck? I don't know.
I'm just imagining little centaurs with pony bodies. They're like a full human torso.
Do they use slingshots instead of longbows? Oh,
they use like extremely short bows.
Yeah.
They use daggers instead of swords.
Centaurs are the spear type, but I guess they just use arrows as their spears instead.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
This is what you tune in for. I have no idea why.
We don't claim to be good. We just claim to pass the time.
I think that's pretty much all we're qualified to do at this point.
You're assuming qualifications come into this. I'm not sure we're even qualified for that.
Yeah, we'll leave it up to the legal system to decide.
Yeah, who knows? Oh. All right, Jables, you want to take this next one?
Yeah. The audience here might be excited about this. Sonic the Hedgehog sequel in the works.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog is getting a sequel. Paramount Pictures and Sega Sammy confirmed on Thursday that they have commenced development on a sequel to the live-action family comedy. The sequel would reteam the filmmakers with Jeff Fowler directing and Pat Casey and Josh Miller writing the script. Yes, same people, perfect. That's how you do a sequel.
Usually. Sometimes you can get away with some good stuff.
Skitter, did you ever watch oh, he's gonna go extra fast. It's Sonic 2. Gotta go faster. Sorry.
Sonic 2, Speed Force Boogaloo.
And
Get a little
Y2K and
Flash
W
reference in
don't
there.
shit on Sonic. It was actually a pretty decent movie. So, the movie is still in the development stage, so decisions have not been made yet regarding casting or production start date. Neil H. Moritz, Toby Asher, and Toru Nakahara are producing the pick, while Hajime Satomi, Haruki Satomi, and Tim Miller are executive producing. Based on popular video game franchise from Sega, the first film released in February of this year tells the story of world's speediest hedgehog as he embraces his new home on Earth. That's not what he's doing at all. Sonic, voiced by Ben Schwartz, and his new best friend Tom, played by James Marsden, team up to defend the planet from evil genius Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey, as he plots world domination. This is a terrible description of the movie. A family-friendly pick, also
looking for variety. What do you expect at this point?
Yeah.
They probably didn't.
Standards?
They probably think Sonic the Hedgehog is about some alien hedgehog from another universe.
Well, it kind of is.
Yeah, it's not entirely inaccurate.
No, he got there through a warp ring because it was a safe place to go because he was being hunted down.
Eh,
Yeah.
fine.
Have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen the movie yet.
Watch it.
I plan to.
Yeah, please do. Miss
I
Rimshee would
will.
really
I
like
will.
it too.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll like it. It's got animals in it.
Upon its release, Sonic the Hedgehog scored the #1 opening weekend of all time for a movie based on a video game, and boasted the 4th best President's Day weekend debut. Yeah, it's the only good video game movie adaptation I've ever seen.
I wouldn't call the first Mortal Kombat good, but it has its moments.
I liked it. I enjoy it. I've seen it like 3
There-
times.
There's also a difference between good and successful.
Yeah.
Like Resident Evil.
Oh, Christ.
It's not good. It's successful.
The less said about those movies, the better.
The Assassin's Creed movie started successful, bombed shortly after.
I forgot that actually happened.
I know. I try not to think about it.
I mean, not that I gave a shit about the Assassin's Creed franchise, but
Crap, Mortal Kombat doesn't count because it falls into the so bad it's good territory.
that only applies to the first one, though. And whatever the fuck that next one was absolute dog shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Annihilation.
The second one is less bad if you watch them back to back.
It still doesn't have Christopher Lambert, so that's unforgivable for me.
That's fair. That is fair. Sonic was among a slew of films released early on home entertainment after theaters were shuttered due to COVID-19 crisis. Casey and Miller are repped by APA Gotham and Vander Klutlaw, whatever.
Whatever.
The only other. Well, no, I wouldn't even put that in the same category. Like, you can watch Mortal Kombat alone, and it's still a so bad it's good thing. The Super Mario Brothers movie, you got to watch with a friend.
That is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, with how much it diverges, like, is it even fair to call the Super Mario Brothers movie a video game movie at this point?
Given all the changes, I don't know.
That's debatable.
I think the Super Mario Brothers movie gets shit on more than it actually deserves.
You're probably not wrong, but it's still gonna happen. No fucks given. All right. I guess we'll move on to this next one. $350 USB stick that claims to block 5G is actually a $6 generic thumb drive. Shocker. No, 5G won't give you coronavirus, but that isn't stopping scammers from trying to exploit misguided fears about the technology. Case in point, a UK vendor has been selling a $350 USB stick that promises it can protect you from 5G radiation. But it turns out the product is just a $6 generic USB drive, according to a cybersecurity firm. The makers of the 5G BioShield claim their USB stick can block electrical waves through a proprietary holographic nanolayer catalyst technology. The fuck even is
Somebody was
that?
watching.
This
Somebody
article was designed to
start.
electric.
No, this is somebody that watched a lot of Star Trek and Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. It
That's what we
purportedly.
call in the science fiction area as technobabble.
Yeah. It purportedly does this by balancing all the existing radiation around you to create a protective bubble 8 meters in diameter, even when the USB drive is unplugged.
Yeah, sounds like bullshit.
You know how you can disprove this really easy? Make a phone call within 8 meters of it.
Yeah.
That simple.
People chili juice. Whatever. At
The
least it's
web-
a cool looking USB.
It's a
drive.
cool looking USB, that's true. The
Yeah.
website for the product goes on to make dubious references to quantum oscillation, life force frequencies, and cardiac coherence in an
All sorts of
attempt
other
to
$5 words.
in an attempt to convince consumers the science behind the 5G BioShield is legit. Yay, techno and medical babble. But you'll be pretty disappointed if you actually buy the product, according to Pen Test Partners. The company ordered the 5G BioShield and found it's just a cheap, unbranded USB stick.
Pretty disappointed. Let's be fair. These people don't have the higher brain functions to process being disappointed.
You're not wrong. Sure, the product does have a cool crystal handle. However, Pen Test
And you can
Partners.
insert into your anus for healing properties.
However, Pen Test Partners discovered you can buy identical looking USB drives on the internet in bulk.
Hey, we got a Larry here.
Yay!
He's also subscribed for 8 months now.
Yay! Awesome shit, man. Awesome shit. A teardown of the USB stick also revealed no holographic nanolayer catalyst technology. First, we managed to pull the device off the crystal, which showed nothing other than an LED at the end of the stick. The same as the other crystal USB keys we found made in the Chinese city of Shenzhen, where there were no additional components or any connections, wrote company penetrator tester. What kind of name is that? The company penetrator tester. Okay.
So, I love this shit though. It's like, oh, you're saying that upmarking really cheaply made things and selling them to conspired parts is a viable business model in this day and age? You don't say.
Yeah.
Oh. Here it is broken down. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
even mad.
No, I can't be mad. This is just so absurd. I can't be mad.
Yeah, like if you're
I
the type of
wouldn't.
person
But
who believes in this shit and buys this, I have no fucking sympathy for you. You're a fucking idiot.
No sympathy.
yeah, that's why I'm
So
okay with the dude selling it because it doesn't really hurt anybody for him to sell this. It just other than like might hurt their pride when they find out it's it's not real.
yeah, you could say
So
that, but we're talking about people who think, oh God, what the fuck was it? They think holographic nanolayer catalyst technology is a real thing.
Yeah.
yeah. And personally, I would have hit this dude up and be like, "Hey, I know this isn't real, but
How
it
much will
looks
you give
really
me?
cool. I know this isn't real. I'm not going to tell anybody, but it looks really cool. Can I get one for a obviously discounted price?
Severely
Mm.
discounted
Yeah,
price.
we'll give you $10 for it.
That's still a markup. Guaranteed.
Like I like round numbers.
The company also wondered if
Oh god,
the
fucking goop. Damn it, Larry. Why you
Yeah.
gotta bring that
And,
up?
it- and plus the $4 would cover shipping for it.
yeah,
So yeah, I'll give them $10.
the company also wondered if the nanolayer catalyst technology might be behind a circular icon on the USB drive. However, Evelyn said the icon turned out to be a sticker. Shit.
Yeah. But seeing as how you did bring it up, Larry, like speaking of fucking idiots, Gwyneth Paltrow is a fucking idiot.
Yes, we know this.
Kind of want to get the vagina candle. I'm curious still.
You want to smell what her vajayjay smells like?
Never said it was modeled after her, but JJ.
I thought they did.
I-
I
I don't
haven't been
know.
paying much attention to her because, I mean, it's Gwyneth Paltrow. She's a
I'll look
fucking
it up.
letter.
I mean, we should pull Crab in
It's
and
sold out, by the way.
I know it's sold out, but they'll have details if it's modeled after her vagina. So
Yeah. I am going to keep reading. Making the $350 device even more underwhelming is how the USB stick contains a mere 128 megabytes of storage.
Wow, what a fucking ripoff.
The only data on the stick is a 25-page PDF containing material already available on the 5G BioShield website. What the
oh
fuck?
no, it is modeled. No, the scent is modeled after her vagina. Okay.
In our opinion, the 5G BioShield is nothing more than a 5-pound USB key with a sticker on it. Whether or not the sticker provides 300 pounds, why,
Wait,
whatever.
what?
The text is 300 pounds. Uh, Whether or not the sticker provides 300 pounds worth of quantum holographic catalyzer technology, we'll leave you to decide, Evelyn added. The makers of 5G BioShield didn't immediately respond to a request for comment, but according to the BBC, local regulators in the UK are trying to obtain a court order to pull down the product's website. Holy fuck. Like, how stupid can you really be? Apparently, this stupid.
uh, sorry. I was searching. They listed the scents that they used to make the vagina candle.
Oh my god.
So I decided to go Google search those. And there's a website called We Are Lazarus. And they have a candle that's called This Smells Like My Armpit. And they use the same smells.
So her vajayjay smells like an armpit.
Well, I don't know. It depends on the proportions that they used.
Nope. Headcanon. Gwyneth Paltrow's vajayjay smells like an armpit.
Oh, never mind. I go to the website. It's a parody. Yeah. It starts off, this smells like my armpit. This is a parody of Gwyneth Paltrow's infamous candle line that recently hit the market. Remember to do your research and study actual scientific data before taking celebrity health advice. You smell that?
Fuck, Larry? You are
Mark
not gonna
success
do that to your armpit.
curb you. With a funny, sexy, and beautifully unexpected musky scent, the candle is made with geranium, citrusy, bergamot, the cedar absolutes juxtaposed with damask rose and ambrette seed to put us in mind of fantasy power and a go-getter attitude.
We have a weird audience.
Yeah.
Of course we do. No one reasonable would fucking watch this shit.
I'm surprised we
Larry?
have people watching this shit.
Larry, saying that it's not possible to fuck your armpit, that's quitter talk, okay?
You're just gonna have to remove a couple of ribs. You know the deal.
Yeah, go all Marilyn Manson on this shit.
Huge. Is it though, Larry? Is it really? Maybe, I don't know.
But if Larry sets up an OnlyFans, you could find out.
Yeah, I'm not going to join OnlyFans
Oh, man.
as a viewer.
All caps on the Goop website. Warning, burn candle within sight. Keep away from things that catch fire. Keep out of reach of children and pets. Trim wick 1/8 inch before every lighting. Place on a stable heat-resistant surface. Keep wax pool free of debris. Do not burn for more than 2 hours at a time. Allow glass to cool completely before handling. Sorry, it's all caps.
What is a safe place, Larry? Because this certainly isn't a safe space.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on to another article. You want to take this, Jables?
Get this shit sorted. We're running out of steam here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I keep hearing what sounds like a goddamn alarm, but it's not here. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know.
What's the deck?
Be all the crust punks.
I'll read it. I haven't read one in a minute. Crust punks offer to teach furloughed government workers how to live without pay. Philadelphia. A group of local crust punks selflessly offered to help furloughed bootlicking peons of the bloated and immoral federal government yesterday by teaching them to survive without money. Several confused sources confirmed. We see this as our chance to give back to the community, explained prominent Trustee Thomas Roadkill Rhodes. By sharing our unique skills with these dicked over workers, we hope they'll realize they can make it through this shutdown, or at least give us a couple nugs for our trouble. Approximately 800,000 federal employees have been affected by the longest government shutdown in U.S. history. Workers whom the trustees hope to assist by helping them attain basic necessities such as food, beer, dog food, and bandanas. Living off the grid as long as I have, you pick up so many essential skills, said Rhodes Associate Sylvie Figueroa. And I really feel for these poor suckers having to work for no money. I know exactly what that's like, minus the work. I figured we could help them get on our level by organizing workshops, Figueroa added. Teach them the train hop for their commutes, or show them 20 uses for dental floss, stuff that could really help them until they get back on their feet. I see these miserable people lining up at food banks, and I just want to grab them and yell, any food and leftover beer you see on a restaurant table is legally yours for the taking! Some furloughed workers were ambivalent about the Krusty's help, however, primarily because of the extremely pungent punks in charge. Do they not understand that I actually have a full-time job right now, said an exasperated Sarah Warner, one of many furloughed in the Department of Agriculture? They expect me to take room in my schedule for playing musical song on the street and tracking my kids behind the co-op for dumpster food at 2 a.m.? No thanks. When questioned, Rhodes was defensive, insisting, I only suggested she bring her kids because they're small and really good at finding things in dumpsters. That's 101 shit. It's no wonder these clowns can't cop a paycheck.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Sorry, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skulls, quit spreading misinformation. He said maybe, and I'm literally talking to him right now. He's going to try a few more things, and then once he's done trying those, then he might give up. But he's going to try a few more things.
All right, let's talk about our next thing.
Let's pull in Crab at least.
All right.
I mean, do we have to?
Yep.
Too late.
Hey. Golden Lane again.
Yeah, but no one pays attention to Skull.
Skull's in timeout for telling people that there was no show, and Nick never said such a thing.
I'm sure he didn't. We didn't mean to be malicious about it. He's trying to inform you all. He's trying to be informative.
Oh, you're fine. Just
misinformative or informative, Crab.
This is a message not just to you, Skull, but to everybody in the chat. Nick DMs me what's going on with him before any of you guys know. So if he says he's canceling the show, I'll be the first to know. So,
Yeah. This is why we know, like, oh, we're gonna stay on for like 15 minutes. So we won't necessarily say, hey guys, he's running late. We're gonna be here another 15 minutes. We just keep going.
Yeah. There's private chats that happen in the background.
We aren't
we improvise.
Useless.
Very poorly most of the time, but we improvise.
We aren't completely useless. Anyway, let's read this satire.
Well,
Quarantine's black metal guitarist clearly only doing corpse paint from the chin up.
Poser.
Yeah, fucking wannabe.
Oslo, Norway. Local guitarist Evan Blood Vacuum Bruland upset his bandmates yesterday when a filtering mishap revealed his corpse paint stopped just below his jawline. Brooding sources confirmed. And of course, they're brooding. I honestly didn't think this would be a big deal. It's not like I'm going out into the woods to commune with the dark spirits or anything. I'm just lounging around on the couch. I don't feel the need to go full body every day. This shit is expensive, said Bruland. I mean, I got the whole face, and I didn't slack off around the ears. This is a time of crisis. I want to make sure I have enough paint to last until I can get back to the mall. Sure, I was caught. But you would do the same thing in my situation. Brulin's pale to pinkish neck and torso sent shockwaves through his band funeral heart. Funeral heart. What? Okay.
Okay.
It's not a bad name, honestly. We were talking about the best way to record in cemeteries during the pandemic when all of a sudden, all I could see was the flesh tone of a common speech metal fan. Or of a common speed metal fan. I couldn't concentrate. I was devastated, said drummer R. Rammer Listvan. I questioned everything about his commitment. Not only to the band, but to brutality as a whole. He didn't even wear his casual gauntlets on the video chat. It's like we barely know him. Recordings of the Zoom meeting are circulating inside the black metal community. I really can't think of a time I've been more disappointed, said longtime black metal fan, superfan Mac Strimberg. I thought it was bad when James Apocalypston Lepston from Duskfall was spotted with his wife and kids visiting the Sistine Chapel. He just took photos like some normie, but at least he was still in full corpse paint and scowling in each photo. What Blood Vacuum did is an insult to the entire genre. Trying to get ahead of the controversy, the band's label, Corpse Hanger Records, released a statement on a series of branded runes on lambskin, which were sent away for translation. Oh.
Runes?
I mean, like, if I was him, I would just claim that my Zoom feed got hacked.
Yeah. Yeah,
then
you
just
could try that.
Fuck that. If he was serious, he would turn himself into an actual corpse.
Grab advocate suicide.
Only for metalists.
Yeah, they're not people.
Oh,
Including
Larry's
Jade,
sharing a
so
link.
busy, so.
What's this?
All right.
Oh. What did you?
It's related.
It is
Okay.
related.
Yeah, we can go through that.
Yeah, we can go
Yeah.
through that.
I mean, not to this satire, but it's about metal.
Yeah, you're not wrong. All right, Jables.
I'm a little busy right now trying to help with tech support.
I'll take
Fair
it.
enough. You want to go through this one, Scooter?
You? Yeah, I'm reading the next article.
All right.
Hometown. Huh?
What?
What?
Oh, no, we're looking at the fucking Ruthless Reviews, top 10 most ridiculous black metal picks of all time, too.
Alright, let me open that up. I'll read it.
All right. I mean, it doesn't need a lot of reading to it, so. Get here! I don't know why we have people who do us.
I think we gained some viewers.
I know, that's the weirdest part.
Yeah, because they're waiting on Nick.
Yeah.
They're waiting
yeah.
for official confirmation from him.
the USA isn't on fire. Fire season isn't for like another month or two. So,
Hey, I'll read it. Abath rivals Satyricon for #1 most ridiculous BM pick. Just when you thought the black metal picks couldn't get more ridiculous, Abath unzips his fucking pants. Holy mother of God, this is horrible. Apparently, he did the entire photo shoot with his fucking fly down. He's covering his crotch in the #2 picture, but here, in all his unholy glory, Abath bears it all for the fans. Seriously, he may have just done the picture nude. I just don't get it. I mean, the axe is bad enough. But this is just flat out destroys the attempt to be evil. I think this might be the first instance where a black metal icon is posed in a provocative, sexually inviting manner. Abeth, dude, you're not going to get the ladies with this one. I don't know if this is a real guy or not, but whatever. IT, something in Latin, in one of his Via Dolorosa era photos, cleans up in the #10 slot. Does Sweden have Indians? It looks like a fucking black metal Comanche. Or better yet, John Rambo. After all, he's in a cave with a large hunting knife, but by the way that thing is glowing, you'd think orcs were near. Go black metal, Frodo, go. #9, Fenris. Fenris' Dark Throne is probably the most dramatic of all black metalers. In almost every choreographed photo, he's either kneeling in the woods, got his arms outstretched, or he's looking into the sky, no doubt cursing Jesus for not giving him enough money to record a decent album. See, Jables, I have a sense of humor. Fuck off.
Number 8.
Gorgoroth. I don't know who any of these people are, by the way.
Of course.
Wait, are those suspenders? Oh, fuck, you're kidding me. And he's got his hair in a ponytail.
they aren't the people, it's the type of picture.
Okay. Not only that, but I believe he's carrying a scythe. He's a fucking black metal farmer. Jesus Christ, this picture is gay. With the Hooded Avenger in the back. Who is that Goliath motherfucker? Holy shit, the guy's huge. Don't fuck with Gorgoroth, man. This article can also be a useful guide for what not to become if you are starting to play the guitar yourself. Try to become one of these guys before you get started. Look for some great guitar brands and try to be as normal as possible. Then the rest will come. #7, Old Man's Child. Damn right, these guys look old. They're all fucking bald. Crowbar turned into a black metal band when I wasn't looking. Apparently, baldness is found a niche in the black metal scene. It's okay to be bald if you're in a black metal band because being bald evidently means you're evil. And don't wear your own brand's t-shirt to the fucking photo shoot, dude. It's just a metal faux pas. #6, Dark Funeral.
Looks more like looks more like a black metal sex dungeon.
Don't get me wrong, Dark Funeral is the shit, but this photo is not. Actually, I should say they were the shit until David Parlin took off. Anyway, Lord Ahriman is fucking fat. Notice his belly hanging out from under the daddy vest. His generic upside down crossed shin guards are pretty fucking absurd too. What's up with the bondage theme anyway? How about these chains on the ground? It's obvious that the band is going to tie up and fuck the guy on the left. He's already waiting for this guy up his crotch.
Hell, maybe this should have been #5. I think I'm going to start
right
reading a
address.
few of these.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice callback. #5, Dimmu Borgir. The bald guy makes this picture #5 hands down. This is some seriously shoddy corpse paint on everybody, especially for a photo shoot. Look at the bald guy. Just look at him. Is that supposed to be intimidating? He looks like a fucking alien.
He looks like some Japanese stage makeup or something.
No, that
He looks like a gay samurai.
the main villain, Bible Man.
Yeah, he does, kind of. As with Cradle of Filth, Dimmu Borgir's pics have gotten more ridiculous with time, i.e. the presence of top hats, vampire teeth, capes, etc. Terrible. This article can also be a useful guide on what... Oh. Okay, they just repeated that shit. Fuck that. #4, Danny. Danny from Cradle of Filth comes in fourth only because he is so incredibly gay.
He looks like a version of My Chemical Romance.
First of all, there is no black metal band that has sold out quite like Cradle of Filth. Secondly, there is no other black metal band that loves to have pictures taken of them as much as Cradle of Filth. And lastly, Danny always has to be doing something stupid and or gay in virtually all of the band photos. Why? Well, he's obviously watched Interview with a Vampire one too many times. The theatrics just need to stop. This is one of his few unphotoshopped pics. Stop it! Also, Cradle of Filth is from Sweden. Number 3, Immortal. What exactly is going on here? Is this the new WWF tag team? Even as looks like he's ready to swan dive off the turnbuckle. And what is that leather guard holding his gut in? He's been drinking too much Smirnoff Ice. That's what they drink backstage, by the way. Adams looks like he's just saw the fucking boogeyman and doesn't know whether to run or stay in his stance. Number 2, Immortal. Again. Immortal takes the number 2 spot with this pick, and for good reason. Look at those fucking shin guards! Since when did Satan have his own ice hockey team? Jorg wins number 2 for the evil goalie look, but that's not all. What about Aviv's weapon? What the fuck is that? It looks more like the bat signal than an axe. I just don't know what to think, actually. Last but not least, it's Iskara. The leather pants, the chainmail, the belt that turned said chainmail into a skirt. Ask Johnny, but I think Bennett developed that look in the Commando. The only reason why this photo didn't make number 1 is because of the lack of taxidermy. And that brings us to number 1, Satyricon, Nemesis Divina. This is the most ridiculous black metal pick for 3 reasons. 1, the stuffed eagle. Come on, guys, you're not fooling anyone. 2, Nocturno Culto, who is notorious for taking tacky black metal picks. And 3, for Throst's homemade armbands complete with 10-inch carpentry nails. Seriously, it looks like he punched a fucking porcupine to death. Not to mention his tight spandex pants. That's not very black metal. Or maybe it is.
What the fuck? Is this the only one that's using a lot of actual color? Like, the fuck?
In any case, it's a nice WordPress site.
I appreciate that, Larry. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Larry. That was great.
That was beautiful. All right.
I think I'll just go ahead and read that article that I was going to start reading before that.
Yeah, let me pull it up. We're adding articles.
Yeah, on the fly.
We're doing shit and things and stuff. All right, we're
Improv.
Yeah.
Yes, and
good.
Hometown Facebook group not even being subtle about racism anymore. Dublin, Georgia. Members of the official Facebook group for all things related to Dublin, Georgia have finally stopped hiding their prejudiced opinions and transitioned to blatant, full-on racism, group moderators confirm. Here's the thing. Why bother hiding it, commented lifelong Dublin resident Darren Friarby while pricing out giant wooden crosses on Amazon. I have opinions and values, and there's no reason to hide them anymore. This disease is all their fault. People are dying because of them. Those people did this to us, and it's time I let our entire suburb know it. Besides, I heard the Facebook algorithm pushes these types of posts, so maybe I'll go viral. I could use a win right now. Fellow resident and group visitor Allison Markowitz grew concerned as posts became increasingly blatant with their hate speech. We all knew there was a lot of racist people in the group and in the town, but at least before they would do that thing where they preface with, not to be racist, but... So you could at least see minuscule effort, no matter how misguided and dumb. But now, every post is just, I don't care if this is racist. It's getting pretty out of control, she stated while creating a dummy Facebook account so she could still work on the group without having her name attached to it. I don't think they'll ever actually act on any of this stuff, but I still changed my last name on Facebook just in case. Social media expert Ron Coleman noted the growing trend of open prejudice in Facebook groups. That type of talk used to be relegated to Reddit and 4chan, while people are making some effort to behave on Facebook. But things are changing, Coleman said, displaying a graph of the rising amount of racism on Facebook as a steep exponential slope. Suburban townies have moved into the second place as the most jingoistic users, just behind NRA members, but surpassing Star Wars fans. For his part, Friarby denied that his hate was race-specific, claiming, I haven't even gotten started on the feminists and Jews yet. Oh, shit.
Well, it's okay to hate feminists. Most of them, well, at least third wave and more feminists.
What
What?
would even constitute rapism, Liz? Is that a new term that we have to define now?
We're not gonna define it because we don't have the left-leaning clout in order to define random things as things they're not.
What? You live in California?
I don't have the clout. I quite literally. When I was dating, when I first started dating Miss Rimshee, one of her family members messaged her mom concerned that I was too Republican.
Oh my god.
I'm not Republican, so everyone knows, but because of posts on Facebook at the time, it was just one of those things where it's like, oh my god, he's talking about firearms. He must be Republican.
It's like, my daughter is dating a conservative.
Do we need to get her help? Because is she getting sucked into a religious fervor thing? Whatever.
I hear they hold child sacrifices to the cult of their god. The AR-15.
God of the market. Oh, that should have been in American Gods. God of the market. That would have been awesome.
All right. Rimshee, do you have the next one that I posted up? Not the one that I DM'd you.
Yeah, I figured.
The-
Yeah, I've got that one. I'll
the,
post that.
the one I DM'd you, like, maybe kind of, but that was just for you and me to laugh. Please.
There's 16 people in here. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
Well, terrible. Here, I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna take Skull out of timeout.
Skull is here.
Yay.
Oh no.
Hey.
Oh, and by the way, everybody, the show will be happening tonight. I just got confirmation from Nick. We're just he's just finishing setting things up because he had to fuck around with a lot of shit.
Joy!
Nice.
Finally, this
See that Skull?
torture session can come to an end.
Oh, the torture just begun.
You want to be a journalist? Wait.
Oh, did you learn your
No.
lesson about telling everybody misinformation?
I said maybe.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said it right after.
Do we have to scroll up, Skull?
Right after what Crab said.
Do we have to get the receipt, Skull?
I have the receipts.
No, you are
Nope.
not the
Quote,
receipts.
no show tonight, guys.
And after Crab says he said the show may be delayed, I put maybe.
So only because you were called out on it.
No, because I put it in.
All right.
All right.
That's not good journalism.
So we all remember our some of our favorite movie franchises, Airbud. NBA commissioner used time during suspension to finally add no dogs to rulebook.
Well, there goes me making another Airbud movie.
Who? Never mind.
Airbud.
Just never mind.
The movies
Anyway,
weren't any good.
Yes, they were.
The first one was okay. They should have stopped there.
anyway, let instead
Yeah.
of well, let's just keep going.
New York NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is using the league's ongoing suspension due to COVID-19 to finally add no dogs to the official rulebook. Following years of feel-good stories involving ragtag teams and adorable pups, the tyranny of dogs as last-minute substitutions to help a team pull off improbable victories using trick plays is over. We can finally rid ourselves of this loophole, said Silver. I know there are many young pups out there shooting free throws with their noses that will be disappointed to learn they are no longer draft eligible. But we must the integrity of the game. NBA official Kyle Herring applauded the league's hardline stance against canine athletes. It's a now familiar scene to even casual NBA fans. A struggling team is down by 30 at the half. Suddenly, they emerge from the locker room with a border collie or golden retriever or some other mutt supporting a team jersey and goggles. Next thing you know, the opposing team's coach, who always has slicked back black hair, is fuming and begging the ref to check the rulebook, said Herring. I can't even count how many times I've had to tell irate coaches and players that there's no rule that dogs can't play professional basketball, not to mention all the Twitter death threats I've gotten from fans. I speak for all my colleagues by saying we're overjoyed by Mr. Silver's decision. Philadelphia 76ers center Al Horford admitted that he was torn by the rule, but ultimately agreed with the league. Don't get me wrong, I love dogs, and it's pretty cool to see a pooch knock in a three-pointer from the half-point line using his nose, or climbing up an opposing player's back for an alley-oop. But the risk just isn't worth the reward, Horford stated. I still remember all too well that brutal fight between Gordon Hayward and the New Orleans Pelicans forward. Said forward, Mr. Ruffles. There were no winners in that game. While some canine former NBA players will be playing professionally in Europe next season, other leagues have taken the NBA's lead. Both the MLB and NHL have recently banned chimpanzee athletes, and the NFL is no longer allowing mule place kickers.
What are their thoughts on seals?
There ain't no rule that a seal can't play basketball, but good luck getting a seal out of the water and onto a rink long enough to play. By the way, thanks for the follow, War God Arts.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, thanks, War God Arts.
See, the power of this show is growing. Soon you'll be bigger than Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
War God Trip, be like, it's not this bad usually.
No, we usually don't have to extend the show by a whole hour.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
It's technically not his fault. It was more of the technology has failed us again.
Do not interrupt my pitching right now.
Your show is better anyway. Shut up, Scooter. This show's better than Nick's anyway.
Crap, you motherfucker.
Well, what are you gonna do, huh? Fight me.
Oh, he can like ban you and shit. Like,
Can't have both mods.
he has a higher role than you do.
Really? Oh shit.
Yeah. I got upgraded, motherfucker.
Yeah, you got tone on you.
Okay, I'm gonna start by two-part apology by saying you're
And anyone who's interested, this is the link to the Discord.
Yes, please join in the degeneracy.
Oh, we're all just here to make jokes and hate ourselves and, stuff like that. We may as well do it together.
Appropriate, guys. Yeah, if you
Up-
want to help out the show where you don't have any money or anything like that, just download and use Brave browser.
Yeah, I was wondering when the
Yeah,
shilling
that's-
section of the show would start.
because using that link in the chat, that actually that ends up helping us out. And then if you use the browser, it has a built-in ad blocker, and it does give like personalized Brave browser ads, but it just pops up like a little computer notification in the bottom corner of your screen. Hardly even notice it. And you and by using Brave browser, you actually gain a cryptocurrency called BATs, or basic attention tokens, and you can donate those to any creator that you wish, like us.
Do we still get vodka from your vodka company?
The last time I used
What?
browser, my screen froze.
Apparently, you have a
Twice.
vodka company.
Yeah, what do you mean from our vodka company? We don't have a vodka company.
Well, brought to you by vodka.
Oh no, we don't have it.
That's
No.
illegitimate pregnancies.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't go through yet, because right when that was starting to go through, Apocalypse happened. So
Yeah.
I am turning 21 this year.
We're not giving you alcohol.
damn it.
Come visit me, Skull. We'll drink all night.
It really is faster than Chrome, and it works exactly like Chrome, Brave browser.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't work exactly like Chrome, but only
Shut up,
better.
Skull.
No, it
I
doesn't
was
work.
working on.
Functionally,
Skull.
Here's the difference I noticed between Chrome and Brave browser. I had to get an ad blocker for Chrome.
I just don't like the themes they have.
Okay. That's personal
That's
opinion.
a nitpicky garbage shit.
Yeah.
Well, when I open a new tab, I get a flash of white light.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know why.
It was doing weird things to my computer too, so I stopped using it. I'm back on Firefox.
I have never heard of these issues.
I'll give it a second shot.
Experienced
things-
these issues. I set it to dark mode. Everything's been going great.
That's one thing I do like about it.
What? Dark
Everything is
mode?
dark mode.
Dark mode is better on Brave than Google.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you could also just share the show wherever you on all the social media.
Is this show over yet?
Get this show in front of as many eyeballs as you can.
We're going all night, Scooter.
No, we're not.
Yeah,
I have a
No, we're
life.
not.
I don't.
You have fucking work in the morning.
I don't have a life. I don't work tomorrow. Let's
I
go
have
all
a
night.
fiance
Fuck it.
I need to pay attention to.
Okay, you have an excuse. You have an excuse.
Whatever.
No, he's the one who's doing this live.
We'll transfer to Jables.
No, I can't.
No.
In this show, Jables will start.
That's not a good idea.
That's not
No,
a good
can't
idea.
do that.
That's a mistake waiting to be destructive.
There, crap. There's reasons why we do things the way that we do them.
No, I'm saying tonight. It's a special
Oh yeah,
circumstance.
that includes tonight. It's a mistake.
All right.
Yeah, mistake, like how your dad spells it, Rimshee.
Yeah.
Ew.
No.
According to my daddy, I'm a mistake.
There's nothing wrong with that, all right? Most people make mistakes these days.
Oh, well, he told me this when drunk, and every time we bring up the story around him, he always tells me, you were planned. A couple years after I started looking at him again and going, mistakes can be planned.
Like,
I
it's the
planned to
same
do
thing as,
that.
like,
Doesn't
who
mean it was a good
calculated
idea. Oh.
Went to all according to plan.
There's
no
a plan.
going into any of this. You think we actually planned this shit?
Oh, hell no. Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
Do you know you don't look like a guy who has ever had a plan?
You want to know how I got these scars?
Nope. Not even a little.
I can already feel the migraine.
You want me to make it bigger for you?
No, Skull.
Awesome.
That's all I'm good for.
No, it's not. There's also that,
You're a youthful and expendable punchline.
but I mean, there's,
See?
Yeah.
We all have our purposes.
Why are you always picking on Skull?
Because it's easy.
That amuses me.
Skull is a nice boy.
Nobody's denying that.
No. I never said any different.
You could be nice and useless.
Ouch.
Skull's
That
gonna
thumb
revolutionize
drive looked
toilets.
really
I
nice.
thought I was the dick here.
That
Skull
thumb
is gonna
drive looked
reinvent the
really
toilet.
nice. Didn't make it useful.
He's not useless. He's gonna be a productive member of the future society.
Which future society?
Just remember when I'm making your houses here in a few years.
You will never make my house, Skull.
Yeah, I'm not contracting you to do shit.
Well, that's his business. Shit.
I'm in construction, so why would I let someone else do that work for me?
So I'll be drawing the blueprints for you.
You may think that. But half the time I'm throwing the blueprints on the ground and ignoring them anyway.
Not by law!
Blueprints are
Yeah, like,
mostly useless. Because the architect who usually draws them has no idea what they're actually doing. And as a result, things are completely wrong.
That's why I'm getting a job where I'm able to actually go to the sites.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna help.
I know that most of you people that are left in here now are probably just sticking around for the inevitable raid, but I salute you all the same.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around with us, guys. I really appreciate it.
Because, yeah, we are fully aware that this is uninteresting shit right now, and we're just kind of rambling.
Rambling. I mean, we could also talk about the Ku Klux Klan. Oh no, we can't.
I love you all except Scooter. All right.
Oh, we can. I mean, it's a satire article, but I don't know if we should do that. Might get too political.
Can we do my articles?
Which articles?
Do we have to?
You have articles?
Yeah, I sent 2 to Jables.
Yeah, put them in news suggestions. That's where they're.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
belong in news suggestions.
Send that to me.
That
That's
channel was
why
created
that
for a
channel
reason.
exists.
Yeah, if you just send them to me, I just think that you want me to see them. Okay, and then I just move on. There's
You never
a.
choose the onion knuckles I send.
This was a week ago. Well, I think you underestimate how many DMs I get.
Yeah.
Articles that you sent to me a week ago. All right.
We have a Nick watching. Apparently.
Nick? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, welcome back, Larry.
All right. There we go. There's one
Why
again.
don't you ever come on the shows?
Because he doesn't use Discord.
Yeah.
I mean, fair enough, but
That's
you're
just
welcome to talk
disappointing.
anytime, man.
Yeah, if you had a Discord, you would have the purple permanent guest role most likely.
Oh, he has a Discord. It's just he doesn't like to use it.
Okay.
Mickey, quit your shit.
I see. I get you, Larry. That's a valid enough reason.
Yeah, no, that's more than just valid.
Oh.
Oh, Larry, you joined. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forget that Larry has a lady. Very deceptive with all the baby metal that he posts.
All right.
So I posted an article in live show.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now. Who's reading it?
Jesus Christ, Crab! Don't be a dick. And that's
You said that to him before.
virtually even.
He's
Virtually
crazy.
even.
No, he's okay with his lack of popularity, right? He's accepted his uselessness.
Jesus Crab!
Nick will be okay.
It'll be okay, but doesn't mean you have to be a dick.
I mean, it's no less futile than a Tulsi Gabbard presidency run.
No, you keep saying all this.
No, you've said this before, particularly.
When joking around with Nick.
Yeah. Apparently he's watching now. Whatever. What's the difference?
Is he watching? I don't see
This is
him.
Well,
why you
it
don't
says
understand.
in my thing it says online
exactly why-
friends, late night saints watching lesser saints.
Crap, this is exactly why you don't understand Joe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't understand Joe. So what's the problem? Whatever. Get to the article. Or not. Whatever.
Okay. So when a friend and a friend like each other a bit,
Oh,
one thing
God.
each other
Damn you, Jables.
is say things that with any other person might hurt their feelings, but with that person, well,
What does that have to do with that right now? That's what I'm doing right now. What are you talking about?
God, my head hurts.
poof, over the head. Okay.
What's your point, Jables? What's your point?
Scooter,
Whatever.
What?
Friend.
Help me.
With
What the fuck am I supposed to help with?
I don't know what the problem is here. What's going on?
Yeah,
Anyone needs help, it's me.
Dead Wolf.
I am
Help
not going
me.
to comment.
Save me.
Yeah,
No.
Dina, you can come on the show if you want.
Yeah. Hell, replace Crab. It'd be more interesting.
Gina, please come save us.
Save you from what? What's the problem here?
I can't tell if you're doing a bit or if you're just like this.
Like what?
Just okay.
Yep. It's him.
Yep. That was all the confirmation we needed.
Hey, Dina.
Hello, Dina. What are you leaving? Should I leave now? It's okay if you want me to leave.
Who said anything about you
I
leaving?
don't.
I don't know.
You're
If you
trapped
want,
here
if you
now.
want to.
Who's reading the article?
There's an
About
article?
Bears in Virginia.
Yes, I posted the.
Yeah, and it's up, Jables. But it's been sitting there for like 2 or 3 minutes now.
So
With
you're like,
no one reading it.
I'll read it. Virginia
wasn't
Beach
a
making
joke.
headlines with sunbathing going to the beach on
no.
Friday. Well, someone else read it then. Fuck.
They're saying, you're like, it was legit. I do legitimately have a headache now.
Oh my
And it's
god.
getting harder and harder for me to concentrate.
Focus on the article then. Just read it.
Focusing on the article requires staring at the screen, which is glaring and white. Makes the headache worse.
Fine, I'll read it.
What the fuck is this show? What have we become?
Oh, okay. You know what's just happened? This is like when you stay up too late on slumber party. Ridiculousness. Yep, exactly. Going on right now.
Skull, what the fuck is that laugh?
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
Is that even real?
Sounds fake. Sounds false.
God damn, man, it sounds so forced.
Skull is a
between
synth
crying
confirmed.
and laughing.
Skull is a synth confirmed.
Deanna, I'm so sorry. Should have never brought you into this.
Meanwhile, Deanna's still muted.
For good.
I don't know if you need that, Dina.
Although
And now
that
Dina's
was
unmuted.
between crying and laughing. I'm in pain right now.
Thank you, Scooter. Thank you. I haven't laughed that well. Not much in a while.
Fuck you, crap. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, quick question. I want to see if I can fix your headache, sir. Are you wearing jeans?
What?
Said you have a headache. Are you wearing jeans?
No.
It causes your head to ache.
Oh my god.
He wants you to take off your jeans.
Nobody? Really? All right.
If
You're
that's
not funny.
anything like your stand-up, you are fucked, Mike.
No, it's not. It's not. I'm going off what Deadwolf said in the chat.
Joke stealer.
Oh, so you weren't even being fucking original just now.
What the fuck is with that laugh?
Watch out, Jables. Rogan's gonna get on you.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read this article.
Go ahead.
Bear
I
watch.
don't
Another bear sighting in Virginia. In Virginia Beach, this time in Shore Drive neighborhood. Virginia Beach. What the fuck? Go away, email thing. Virginia Beach is making headlines with sunbathers returning to the beaches on Friday. But don't forget that the other hot topic in town, the bears.
Bears.
After
Bears.
After
bear.
Wavy reported the sighting of a young black bear in the King Grant area of the city on Thursday, a Shore Drive resident sent in a video of a small bear roaming through his backyard, one with a 6-foot-tall fence. Wayne Fox. So, a fox and a bear.
I thought it was Fox and the Hound. Although there was a bear at the end of that movie.
Was there?
Yeah.
I'll have to go rewatch it now.
Wayne Fox, who lives in the Cape Story by the Sea neighborhood. Okay. 1 block from the Shore Drive North Great Road Food Lion, says his security camera caught the bear around 11 Thursday. 11 Thursday. Okay. 11:30 Wednesday night. It's unclear if it's the same bear that was spotted in Kings Grant area around 9:30 a.m. Thursday, but looks to be of a smaller size. It would have had
Fuck, are they just going to start putting up posters now? It's like, do you recognize this bear?
It would have had to walk at least 8 miles in about 10 hours, so it's certainly doable for a bear. What's unusual about
Sam Squatch.
What's unusual about both sightings is that they were both in northern areas of the city, not south of I-264. Bear sightings are less common the farther you get from the Great Dismal Swamp, with lots of busy roads and neighborhoods to go through. The Shadow Lawn bear made it all the way to the oceanfront area back in 2011. This is not a boo-boo. This is Yogi. On this day 9 years ago, Andy Fox from with Wavy found the Shadow Lawn bear, a black bear that had been wandering for days near the Virginia Beach oceanfront. It was eventually tranquilized and released back into the wild.
Maybe it was just trying to gather the band again.
Shadow Lawn.
I just think this bear was going out gathering the band again.
Virginia Beach.
That's when you need him.
Virginia Beach Animal Control has yet to make a bear sighting this week, but stay with Wavy as Bear Watch 2020 continues. Remember, if you spot a bear, keep a safe distance and know it's illegal to feed the bears in Virginia. Animal control officers can be reached on the non-emergency line. Blah 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 blah.
Sir, he's just called Shadow Lawn Bear because that's the neighborhood where he is found.
Ah, okay. That answers my question.
Shadow Lawn.
But yeah, don't fuck with the bears. Bears are furry tanks.
That's one way of putting it.
They will kill you.
If you're lucky.
Lucky.
He just walked away.
Although
First time you watched a video of a bear peeling open a fucking minivan, yeah, you don't fuck with the bears.
Yeah, they're like teddy bears and everything.
You just
I
can't
don't
look
remember
at the
talking
bear,
about this
right?
a lot, but I think the Disneyfication of animals is actually harmful to our society because animals are fucking animals and they will kill you.
Oh my
They
god, they're
don't-
banging each other?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
It's like, do you know how many hunters every year are seriously injured, if not outright killed, by deer?
Deer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't have to run in front of the road.
Well, no, a deer's front hoof could actually stab straight through your chest. It's not even the antlers that you have to worry about, it's the hooves too.
Yeah. Sometimes a buck will just turn around and fucking charge you.
There's sometimes it would kick you too. From the back.
Watch that movie Alaska.
Oh, that's
Polar bear? Yeah.
And then you have fucking moose. Moose are terrifying.
Yes.
I have never seen a
Moose
moose.
are bigger than you think they are.
I've seen elk, but never a moose.
Moose are 2 to 3 times the size of an elk.
Yeah. Massive fucking animals.
It doesn't seem real.
It's not. It's like Siren Head. It's fake. It's like birds. They're just cameras for the CIA.
No. They're itty bitty little spaceships.
I'm so glad that things are opening up because it means they're finally getting done replacing all the batteries for all those birds.
They probably took the time to replace the batteries in the moose too. The meese. The mooses.
No, they're just probably switching people out. Someone has to be the back end.
That one's easier to do.
Yeah.
You just walk into the woods to the undercover CIA base and you swap out the person.
Yeah.
They also have to clean it.
Oh, moose can also swim up to like 20 meters underwater. So,
No thanks.
Yeah.
yeah, they'll swim down and eat the vegetation on the bottom of a lake.
Well, huge.
How are they hydrodynamic at all with those weird ass antlers?
They're not. That's what makes it even more frightening.
Yeah. They get down there by sheer brute force.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like how the 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth picture actually has absolute unit next to the picture
What pictures are you talking about?
of a moose picture. If you just look up moose and the fifth picture just says absolute unit.
See, Skull, you did a thing where you skipped all of the important parts of where
did
the
I?
pictures were.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you went straight to what you wanted to talk about, not the road to it.
Yeah.
You have to take us on a journey there, Skull.
It's about the
Yes.
journey, not the destination.
However, the destination is important.
Yeah.
But you got to take us on the journey first so that we can accept the destination.
Where is the destination?
Type in moose on Google. Look at images.
Well, these
Yeah.
Oh, this is disgusting.
And the thing is, like, a male
Hey,
moose during mating season, when they've got all those fucking hormones going, they can be exceptionally fucking dangerous.
Yeah. And deer can be exceptionally dumb during mating season when they're in the rut.
Mhm.
Sometimes they'll just freeze up because their hormones are going so fucking crazy. They'll just stop and just be frozen there in place.
Do deer also have skin on their antlers and they shed them off?
Yeah, it's velvet.
That's
I don't know why, but
yeah, it's
moose-
velvet. It's one of those very important ingredients for like red velvet cake.
Yep.
Good thing I don't eat red velvet cake.
You should.
Why
It's
not? It's
delicious.
Delicious. Do you
Well,
eat
no one
Jello?
ever offered.
Especially
you-
with cream cheese frosting.
I had never eaten Jello. I have never actually eaten Jello.
Bullshit!
That's a lie. Even poor people eat Jello.
I refuse
Your
to
mom-
fucking believe that.
You never had Jello pack in your lunch as a kid?
Wait.
No!
Wait. Skull, which state are you in?
Virginia.
You have never
Massive.
been all you can eat
Impressive. Yeah.
I have never had Jello.
Jello brand or Jello the commonly referred to food type?
Jello.
Which is
Jello. I have never had the food that is called Jello.
I don't fucking believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe you either. You're full of shit.
yeah.
Okay,
You
don't
can't be
believe
in the
me.
South.
I don't
It's only made from
think I
Christians.
believe.
If you have been even in the middle class or lower in this country at any point in your life since its invention, you've had some fucking Jello.
Why is
No.
he shaming here?
Wait. I think we just found out that Skull's actually upper class.
Oh.
Or he's Canadian.
Oh.
What's the problem here? Why are we all shaming Skull? Leave Skull alone.
Why aren't you shaming Skull?
Because I like him.
Well,
Actually,
you got
Crab has a
one.
I
point.
find
Crab,
that
why are
hard
we
to
shaming
believe.
you? Oh yeah, because every time I try to shame you, you just hit me with a dead end, and I just don't know where to go anymore, and it just frustrates
Because I don't
the hell
give
out
a
of
shit. You can't shame me. I have no shame.
You're not wrong there. It got removed when you were a baby.
Because I was an accident.
Yeah, and they don't want you making any more.
You can have a full moose taxidermy.
Yeah,
It's-
you get everything taxidermied. When I was in high school, we actually had a shop teacher that did taxidermy on the side. So the kids go hunting before school. They'd bring in some of their they'd bring in some of the animals that they got, and the shop teacher would teach them how to taxidermy like a deer head and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where would you put a giant taxidermy moose?
Y2K and W, we don't talk about that.
No,
Stop
because
asking
no
questions.
kids were killed in his class, Y2K. They all happened to die just outside the door.
Hunting accidents happen.
Especially at school.
Especially in my type of school. I went to a school where
Okay.
kids really walked down the hallway with a shotgun because we had a trap shooting team. Yeah.
Some days you go out hunting and everything's
Put
fine.
them
Some
moose
days you get
knuckles
shaded.
down.
It just happens.
Oh, we should do this article right now. Holy.
Which one?
Maybe next.
Ooh.
Oh, thank you, Dad. I was looking for that phrase. Skull. Google moose knuckle.
And thank you for that
No.
question, Skull. It's awesome.
No.
Why
I'll
not,
Google it.
Skull?
Because I know what it is.
What is it?
What is it?
I know what it is, so I'm not telling you.
I know what it
Just
is,
admit
but
it.
I'm not telling you because I don't actually know.
It's part of a man's crotch.
Nope.
No,
It's something
In female's
gross.
crotch.
That's all.
no.
Oh, come on.
You just outed yourself.
Here, I'll do it.
Congratulations.
Googling moose knuckle right now. See? It's just a bunch of coats.
Mm-hmm.
It's also wrong.
There actually is a brand of coats called moose knuckles.
No, well, I've heard a different term
Hold on.
for what we're talking about. The proper term is man camel, not moose knuckle.
You're joking me.
I'm not joking you at all.
Why would he be choking you?
Joking.
I know
Okay,
not this
there's a
word.
music artist called Moose Knuckle.
Dina, speak up.
I think she checked
I don't
out.
think your voice. I don't think your mic's working.
Yeah.
See, Skull, I'm not always trying to be mean and embarrass you.
Only
How
most
the
of the
fuck do we
time.
have 20 people watching right now?
How the like I don't understand. I'm not gonna turn it down, but I don't understand.
We're in our
No, it's because we're hosted by Late Night Saints. That's why. Or either that or people have been sharing it around. I know Crab shared it. So
I shared it.
I don't know why we still have 19 viewers though.
If you've made it this far, we greatly appreciate you.
Congratulations, you're powering it through. Way to marathon with us.
I put it in my server.
Fucking go to bed. Go watch YouTube. Do anything else. Why the fuck are you people still here?
There are 3 Lord of the Rings movies that you can be watching right now.
Happen any time now. That's why. Gee.
I'm just letting these people know that there are better things that they can do with their time.
It's better.
No,
it's better they
not
stay
really.
here than be radicalized on YouTube into the alt right.
It's a worthy
That
place
is.
to be.
Wait,
There
that was
she is.
Finally, yeah, something happened with my settings in Discord.
Yes. Okay, time for me to leave.
What? Stop.
Get out.
In the figurative sense.
I'm coming out.
This is really weird. Like I actually I can talk, and then
No.
all of a sudden, like Crab and Skull are like quiet. I bet Spirit is really mad.
I'm not mad.
You're really loud, you know.
What?
I said you're really loud.
I'm really
Maybe
loud.
maybe
Am
we're
I?
just quiet by comparison.
No, you
No.
got quiet. Like you
No.
stopped talking. There's a difference.
Yeah, we stopped moving our voice.
Because I want to hear what you wanted to say.
Wait, no, Crab, shush.
Yes, mistress.
Yeah,
No,
Oh.
right.
no,
Nah.
no. Jables, I will pay you good money to kick him out right now.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
going to do this.
I will find candy. I will give you
Like,
alcohol.
problem, Scully. I can just.
No. You're not the problem.
If you are in fact a
Dina can
mistress,
take
we
care of
might have to
herself.
combine our powers
Okay.
to rein this in.
I just don't want
Do
to
what?
continue.
What, Rimshee?
I didn't say shit.
Sir.
Oh,
Smoke.
oh, who was it?
Scooter
Making sure.
talked.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Oh, I'm just indistinguishable now. Okay.
No.
Hey, Nick's live.
Right. Yep.
Yep.
Hey!
All right. So,
It's about time.
with everybody, thank you for chilling with us for this extra long episode of the Lesser Saints Discord. We'll be back next Friday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hopefully Nick will be on time next week, so we don't have to go an hour and a half over like we did today, and really push our limits.
This
All
show
right.
should never exceed 3 hours. This was a mistake.
Yeah.
That was
The
fun.
show's
Sorry
at
for
3
your
hours.
torture.
It should never
I'm-
exceed 2.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for your
Yeah.
torture.
How about a 24-hour stream next time?
Oh God.
All right.
Fuck
We're
you.
rating. Goodbye, everyone.
All right, everybody. Goodbye. I love you. Bye-bye.
It was nice knowing you.